What's going on, guys? I'm Zach from the Lumios Post, where we talk about all things Pokemon, and today we will be talking about the newest Pokemon, that is, of course, Grafaiai, and how this Pokemon will be a competitive monster. It may not look like it, but it will be. Though, honestly, it does look like a little monster. It looks very Stitch-like to me, which I absolutely dig. But enough with that, let's get into the video. Okay, so some things to know about Grafaiai. It is a normal poison type. It has the abilities Poison Touch or Unburden, which I'm already seeing the potential there, and I'm liking it. So I'm going to assume that this Pokemon is going to be a physical attacker because it talks about how it will coat its claws in saliva and then slash at the opponents. That just seems very, very physical attacker to me, not special attacker. But I could also see it being a mixed attacker, as it does seem to shoot the poison from its mouth. So we'll see. But we're going to work with that first guess of mine, which is physical attacker. So it has the abilities Unburden and Poison Touch. For those of you who don't know, Poison Touch allows for a chance to poison whenever you make physical contact onto the opposing Pokemon. So say I use Slash, a move that doesn't cause poison. It still has a chance to cause poison because my Pokemon has the ability Poison Touch. Unburden, that's the more competitive one here, and any of you competitive fans know that. Unburden allows for a Pokemon's speed to rise a good bit after consuming an item. So this can be a berry, or this can be a, like, white herb or power herb, any of those type things. There is one catch, though. This will only work with an item that is consumable. So say you give it leftovers, which, just stays on your Pokemon and it just uses it every turn. That's not a consumable item, so it's not going to work there. Life Orb, same thing, not a consumable item. So this will work with berries again, or those herb things, or any other item that is consumable. So let's talk strategy. This Pokemon has a normal and poison typing, as I said, which normally when we see the normal typing, we kind of go, no. But in this case, it's actually not that bad. The normal typing actually doesn't hinder Grafaiai much here. It actually just makes it where the fighting type, it's neutral to, because poison resists fighting, and now it's got that, normal type is weak to it. So fighting's just neutral to it, and it makes it immune to the ghost type, which it wasn't weak to, but an immunity is always nice, right? That's a free switch into a Shadow Ball, so that's good. Now, with the new move that was introduced in the trailer before this one, Terra Blast, this is a move that is normally normal type, but if you terrestrialize to, say, a water type, fire type, whatever, it will change to the type of whatever type you've terrestrialized into. So this actually essentially gives Grafaiai a second stab, or a third stab rather. You have your poison moves, give it Poison Jab, whatever else. That'll be your poison stab. You have Terra Blast, which will be your normal stab. And let's say you want to run a water type, or a water Terra type, on your Grafaiai, and you terrestrialize it. Now your Grafaiai is a water type. Terra Blast is now a water type too. So again, that thing is staying a stab move for you, which is really nice. It means you're not wasting a slot by putting Terra Blast on your team. It is just, no matter what, going to be really good. So looking at this little guy, he looks pretty frail, but that's not bad. And he looks like he'll be a fast little guy. I think he's going to be a speedy physical glass cannon, and that's actually great with Unburden. Unburden, you could have it use, say, a Focus Sash, or, like I said, a berry, maybe that covers one of its weaknesses, or even just a citrus or Iapapa, one of those kinds of berries. And when it's hit by an opposing move, that berry will activate, because again, this thing's probably not going to have a lot of bulk to it. And then it will rise in speed, and you're going to be outspeeding a lot of things on the field. So I would definitely give this thing Poison Jab. I would definitely give this thing Terra Blast. I would probably give this thing U-Turn, because a lot of the monkey Pokemon get U-Turn. Primeape, Ambipom, I'm pretty sure the Semis, they all get U-Turn. So I could see that being the case with this little guy too. So U-Turn, always good. Get some switch, build yourself some momentum. And for that last slot, that's really going to depend on what exactly comes into its moveset. You know, there's always a chance that this Pokemon could get access to some new moves. But as of right now, I would probably actually say to give this thing something fun like Toxic or maybe even Toxic Spikes. Something to really kind of back your opponent into a corner and really be dwindling his team even when Grafaiai is taken out and is no longer on the field. So yeah, a lot of potential again for this little guy. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm loving the Stitch vibes. Big Disney fan myself, so I'm loving it. Let me know what you think of Grafaiai, and let me know, is this little guy on your team? Be sure to let me know all of that in the comments below. Also, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. We talk about all things Pokemon here. That includes any future Pokemon reveals, trying to find out how competitive they will be. But yeah, Grafaiai, he's going to be a competitive beast. So, hide your Pokemon team, because Grafaiai's coming. Until next time, I will see all of you later.